Talk to us about your fundraising journey, specifically from the point of view of addressing early stage founders, into letting them know how the pitching journey is, whether it is as rosy as the shows make it out to be, how brutal can it get, and also, a lot of early stage founders have been reaching out to me seeking funds to support their MVP development when the product is not even ready. What advice would you give these founders on raising funds at this stage?
So Sesh, firstly, answering your question, it's definitely not as rosy as what people think about or the way it's projected on LinkedIn or any other public forums. I would say fundraising, it's a very, very mentally draining process because one one thing is you're dealing with money and raising money from a private entity. It can be a VC, it can be a private angel or whatever. It's not easy. Talking about our fundraising journey, one thing which is, I think, helped us is the kind of relationships we've maintained with people right from day one of the business, irrespective of we had the requirement of funds or not. Like we've been fortunate enough that we've been backed by a couple of advisors who've been looking at the business, helping us to put on the right track, giving us the edge cases ki boss udhar ek speed breaker hai to गिर जाएगा, don't go there. Like they've been putting us on the right track and all of that, right? uh, we've been maintaining good relationships, sharing progress updates to these guys, and the moment we required funds, these guys were very, very fortunate. I mean, these guys were very, very happy to actually come forward and help us. So talking about our fundraise journey, so what happened in 2022, which is the second year of operation of the brand, right? We had an inbound offer from Campus Fund, which is a VC, right? And we cleared the first two rounds, but we couldn't clear the third round because we weren't fitting into their investment thesis. And back then, the numbers were also not that great according to their investment thesis because it's just the second year of business starting. But one thing that we've done is the guy who has actually sourced the deal for us, the analyst, that person, we've been maintaining a very good relationship. And in fact, that person saw very good conviction in the team and he saw a very good potential in the business also. In fact, he was ready to put in a check of 2-3 lakhs directly back then at his private level. But we have not taken it because we wanted to actually do everything which is possible from our side first and then go down to a point where we actually require funds, and that's where we wanted to raise. And after we graduated 2023, when me and my partner we graduated, right, that's where we realized that we have to pivot from dropshipping because dropshipping wasn't scalable for us. Requires a lot of manual intervention and it just print on demand and it wasn't scalable. So we wanted to raise funds, and with the relationship we've been maintaining with that analyst, we told that this is the situation, and he's been very, very helpful for us in terms of putting a word in his angel network. So they've got their own angel network of CAs, lawyers, strategy consultants based out of Bombay, and that's where we got a pool of angel investors. Together they've invested about 50 lakhs, and we were a startup India seed fund, startup India incubated business. So we've raised a seed fund from startup India scheme as well for about 25 lakhs. So altogether it was a 75 lakhs of pre-seed round for us, and this was invested into the product and the establishment costs. And talking about how we reach out to investors and all of that, I think it's very subjective to everyone, but I feel more than anything, I feel the relationship is something which is important. Like for example, if you want to raise money today, I feel you should actually have a good relationship with that private angel or anyone, right? At least for the last 4 to 6 months, because especially for the early stage founders and early stage businesses, people don't invest money directly looking at the business. They also invest money on founders. Because, like, for example, the pre seed round, back then, we have had enough numbers to back and show people that we have potential to scale things if we have the right funds. And that's where they've invested on team and also partially believing in the business and the potential they saw. So I feel that relationship is something which is very important. You have to be very active on LinkedIn, speak to people, get connections and all of that. And apart from that, you've got multiple other channels, like you've got a lot of accelerators, incubators, IBs who actually help you connect with a lot of VCs and all of that. These are there, but I feel you need someone who actually acts as a bounce board and who's actually there. I mean, who actually gives you a shoulder to cry and share your problems with them, right? So these are the people who are very, very important for you in the entire business strategy, business phase. So that's how our journey has been.
You make some important points. I think if I can summarize, one is you once you raise money, you become responsible for managing someone else's money, and
Correct.
the importance of maintaining relationships with people, not just for raising funds, but looking at them as somebody who can help you in your journey. And finally, I think the importance of mentoring is never, never, the less said. You can't say enough about the importance of having a mentor who can
Absolutely.
advise you through the journey.
Absolutely. Right.
And we did a whole episode around the pitfalls of fundraise, and I'd recommend the viewers to watch the detailed, the episode for a detailed analysis of fundraise, and I leave the description or the link in the description.